Alright guys, well I am just finishing up with the last dozen roses. So there are 15 dozen on this beautiful piece. So from the previous video, I actually used the lemon leaves as my base. There's no floral foam, and I guess it's just coming out right. So you can use your floral foam if it is a one and done type event where you only need it for a reception per se. That you don't need to have it last longer than, you know, maybe the whole ceremony or whatnot. So those are a lot easier. You can cut them. It's a lot easier to shape it. And you know, if it is not, you don't really need to make it last for more than a day or two. And if you use a floral foam on these, almost guaranteed that they're going to go down the following day, because they're not drinking or they're not hydrated well with if it is in a floral foam, especially if you have this many roses. So what I did was, like, I just added I just used the actually the lemon leaves as my base to just, you know, when you're starting out, like you'll see that on the previous video where I used the lemon leaves to anchor my my flowers in place. So what I'm doing right now is, like, I'm struggling to pop it back in there. There we go. There we go. Because, you know, each one of these, you can, even though they're super packed like that, each one of them, if it is like if you have it out here and your stem is coming in from here, you can really see it definitely. So what I try to do is, like, try to even them out as much as possible, and just, you know, using the eye. Let me see here. So hopefully, let me see here. Hang on one second, because I'm trying to go live also. Hang on one second. There we go. It won't come through connection. So, but anyways, maybe it's the music that's doing it. So you just do that here. So you want to do in and out action, meaning like so you just get them all in and out like that. Let's see here. So I'm just finishing it up. I have the last dozen that I'm using to finish it up with. Looks good, huh? So far so good. So these are a variety of roses. So earlier I was talking about, if you don't have this much roses to use per se, what do you do to just get at least, you know, get that same feel? So what I would do is, like, say there's 15 dozen on here. What I'll probably do is to get a rose variety that are larger, so you don't need that, and then you're gonna add more greens to just make it more fuller. So what I'm doing right now is just adjusting it as I move along, because I'm just finishing up and doing the best I can to look for the spot where I will need the let me see here, right here maybe, right here. So just bury that in there, boom, like that. And then when you see this dangling right here, you can brace this with stronger leaves later on, so that this will just be right about where you want it. Let me see here. You want this guy to be right about right here. There we go. Well, it's already doing it. All right, so just finish up, turn it around. See, it's pretty much even all the way around. And then I can see it that, you know, because I have a few more pieces to add in, I can use to add this one right about here. Just like that. See that? Boom. So now it's really full. As you notice, it's like tall, 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 and then you go shorter around the bottom right here. That's how you get that nice thing. So hopefully you guys like that. This is a metal container. It's beautiful. So, but anyways, I was lucky to find it. And I found it at Fantastico earlier, yesterday actually. And I said, that's the one that I'd like to use. It's a beautiful urn. It's a well keepsakes, very good quality, super thick. And I got it at Fantastico in San Francisco. Alright guys, well, thank you. Hope you guys like that. And it's meant to be seen all the way around. and it's just a bowl of roses. So like I said, I got a few more. So what you could do is like with this, you want to make sure you add it on here. You can pretty much see it. That's how I see that right there. And it's a little bit tougher now because it's just, you know, you're fighting for space now. So you just want to make sure you get that in there. And also at the same time, you want to make sure that you cut the stem long enough that it's still drinking water. There we go. I knew I'll find a space for it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next live video. Ta-da!